everyone, this is Jordan from Madtown Studios. Welcome back to another episode of Sketchy Opinions, where I give out my sketchy opinions on different topics while I am sketching. Before I get started, if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you'd like to be part of the Madtown community, click the subscribe button down below. And if you like the video, hit that like button. And make sure to comment and share with friends and family. So for this topic, I'm going to discuss something going on for HBO Max, which last time I was mentioning about the launch of the Snyder Cut, and that was all around good news. But you know, while you have some good news, sometimes you have some bad news. So for HBO Max, one of the shows that they'll be premiering is the new Looney Tunes. Now I kind of have a history of being part of the Warner Brothers world, if you can say, in the past. So I was able to kind of get a good glance of what the new Looney Tunes show was. And overall, it looks pretty good, pretty funny. You know, once you check it out, you can form your own opinion of what you think of it. Overall, though, it seems pretty fun. I got a few chuckles from it. But now it's going to be made into a series. And while that does sound pretty fun and pretty cool, one of the things I'm going to be talking about, though, is something they're going to be, the change that they're going to be making. And this change actually has to do with the characters of Elmer Fudd and also Yosemite Sam. And I'm actually pulling this up from Entertainment Weekly. And the whole topic of this and the whole topic of this video is all about how Elmer Fudd won't be using his gun in the HBO Max's Looney Tunes reboot. Yep, that's right. You heard me. Elmer Fudd, the hunter that always hunts down Bugs Bunny. Yeah, that hunter will no longer be having his iconic rifle. I'm just reading this part because if you can see of course in the photo as well. Although Elmer Fudd will not be using a gun to hunt down Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd will instead be stalking Bugs Bunny using a large knife instead. Or in this case, this is a scythe. Yeah, that's definitely a scythe, not a large knife. So, yeah. According to the show's executive producer, Peter Braungart, he has stated in New York Times that they're not going to be doing guns. But we can do cartoony violence, including TNT, the Acme stuff. All that was kind of grandfathered in. Oh. So, yes, so it's kind of going through and it's stating how, as you can see, high explosives are still okay. Cartoons usually, the usual storylines of conflict-driven, two characters trying to kill each other, mayhem will continue. Yeah, so currently now, yes, the Looney Tunes cartoon is now being streamed on HBO Max, and yeah, they're making this change. So apparently, all kinds of violence is okay, but no guns. You can have knives, you can have explosives, you can have anvils dropping on people's heads, but no guns. Now, um, there was also another article which I haven't been pulled up, but this article actually has been stated by Clownfish TV that apparently the year that they came up with the concept for the reboot was around the time when the mass shooting was happening, and that is understandable. That is understandable. I can see why they were thinking of making that kind of change. But overall, from reading this, and I'm pretty sure some other articles too are stating the same thing. I think it's time I give my my sketchy opinion on what they're doing to our Bud Elmer Fudd. Bud Elmer Fudd. So, also before I start too, one thing that was kind of added as well in one of the articles was that apparently too, the fact of Elmer Fudd using a gun was also representing toxic masculinity. So yeah, Guns was presenting Elmer Fudd as his as this toxic masculine monster. Okay, all right. Let's jump into my what I need to say. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to work. I really don't think that's going to work. As I said before, Elmer Fudd is a hunter. And hunters usually use guns to hunt. Now, sometimes they'll also use, crossbows and bow and arrows and, some other things, but most of the time they're going to use rifles. They do. Let me know if there's any kind of hunter that don't use any of those things. It's weird though, because if the thing is, if they're gonna bring back Elmer Fudd, and they're gonna bring it back as